Scorpios, this is going to be a look at the next 72 hours for you. Let's jump straight in. Just so you are aware, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements in Scorpio. So if you have those placements, you're in the right place, and welcome my cross watchers as well. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you stick around with us. If you want to see future tarot readings from me, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you never miss a beat. Any information that you need to book a personal reading with me will be listed in the description box and the comment section, okay? All right, let's see what's going on, Scorpios. What does the next 72 hours have in store for Scorpios? All right, so what surrounds you? Got the Nine of Wands, hopes and fears, Seven of Wands, opportunities and options that you have. I have the Five of Pentacles, possible difficulties you could run into. I have the Hangman in reverse. And last card's going to represent the advice. Bottom of the deck, crowning this whole reading, we have the Four of Pentacles. So coming into the next 72 hours, big emphasis on saving money. Big emphasis on preserving your energy. You're more aware of where you need to put boundaries in place and where you need to maybe cut back on spending habits, maybe cut back on interacting with certain individuals. We also have the Five of Wands under that. So yeah, there could also be this concern around a love interest being closed off, or whether or not holding on to a relationship has been doing more damage than good. I'm even getting the sense of infidelity issues that could be a big concern as well. And that could be making you shut off to your love interest or vice versa. But going into the reading itself, the first card is going to represent your state of mind. And with the Knight of Wands, you could have this sudden burst of energy, honestly. You could find yourself more excited, especially if you have some sort of creative endeavor that you're going to start giving more time and effort and getting back into the flow of producing for a business as well, I'm picking up. Or just overall, you could find yourself in this more like upbeat, ready to conquer your issues, like in this very optimistic energy almost. Also, just your state of mind. You could be picking up on people's actions and really reading into them, especially like when it comes to certain friends or even co-workers. I'm picking up. You could be picking up on little things that they're doing, and it could be giving you a lot of insight on who you're dealing with. And you could be finally seeing things from a clear perspective and wanting to take action on maybe cutting certain people off, or just as a whole. You could be feeling like you could be feeling more energized to do the things that you may have been procrastinating on, is what I'm saying. But the second card's going to represent what's surrounding you. And we have the Nine of Wands. So there's certain challenges that you guys have been experiencing for a minute now. And what's surrounding you is the need to keep pushing, I don't know why I can't talk. There's this need for you to push through these issues, these challenges that are being presented to you by other people, by your circumstance, okay? What's surrounding you is an environment that calls for resilience, especially if you're trying to, like, I'm even hearing like a home environment could be a little bit stressful during this time frame. All right, what's surrounding you could be also you just taking on a lot of energy from others. Let's clarify this really quick. Why is this Nine of Wands here for what's surrounding? So we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so you could be going through some sort of healing process. And notice I said process. It's not going to be just a 1-2 quick and easy thing when it comes to healing. But I'm getting the sense of resilience, honestly. You guys are not going to be knocked off of your square unless you allow yourself to. Now, hopes and fears. I have the Seven of Wands. So your fears could be there persisting to be issues with a romantic interest, within maybe like your career and finding maybe a new job, or you just having to constantly like defend yourself. You could have like a confrontational family member, a confrontational coworker, and you're sick and tired of having to defend yourself. And you could fear having to defend yourself to a degree that all hell breaks loose, in a sense. A hope of yours. Okay, some of you guys are really wishing that somebody gets a level of karma after some sort of issues they may have caused you, or like things that they may have done to you that you haven't necessarily recovered from even to this day. I'm picking that up for some of you. That's not everyone's story, but I am picking that up strongly. For others of you, your hopes are to just make it past any obstacles you could be going through, financial issues, romantic issues. It just feels like you're hoping to overcome whatever challenges that you've been fighting, persisting to overcome for a minute. Now, when it comes to the opportunities that are available to you and options that you have, I do have the Five of Pentacles. So if you've recently experienced some sort of breakup, see this as an opportunity to get back to self, to get back in tune with the things that you wanted to accomplish before you got into a relationship, or even in the relationship that you didn't have a chance to focus on. Another opportunity that may be available if you're going through financial issues right now. This is a teachable moment. And know that you can shift your financial situation if you're in awareness of what caused your finances to get to this point in the first place, especially if it's like money management skills here that needs to be implemented. It's just seeing this as an opportunity for you to learn and bounce back. Okay. No, even also in your lowest moment emotionally, there's always a chance for you to pick yourself up in the end. And you can't go any lower than a low point, okay? You can't lose a job that you don't have. So the only way up when you're at a low point, or the only way to go when you're at a low point is up, is what I was trying to say. Anywho, continuing, the next card's going to represent possible difficulties you could run into for the next 72 hours. With the Hangman in reverse, hearing from somebody, there could be delayed communication. I'm also picking up this energy of like certain things that could be on your mind. You do need to maybe adjust your perspective just a little bit. And it could be a process, especially if you're having this limited view in terms of your circumstance and your opportunities. There may be just this issue in adjusting the mindset around what you're going through. So, for example, some of you may be wanting to acquire a job that makes you more money. And there could be this like embedded thought process that you're going to always have an issue with getting a really good job, or that you've always had this difficulty with making money. So this is going to be your continuous story. And the challenge could be shifting out of that mindset and actually staying out of that mindset. Okay. But this also feels like releasing too could be a bit of a challenge. You may have recently released a person, a habit, something here. And it could be a process in like really being set in letting that go. Now, last card's going to represent the advice with the Crown of Pentacles. Definitely taking a practical approach to how you're doing things during this time frame. Definitely taking care of physical health is something that I'm hearing. Get into nature, ground yourself. Spirit is also saying tend to finances. Where can you hold some money off into your savings and make just better financial decisions during this time frame. And if you have a business, this is finding ways to maybe revamp your business so that it's more so profitable to you. But let's continue. Let me pull 2 cards for you. These are going to be messages from your spirit guides. So what are the messages I need to pass on to my Scorpios from their spirit guides for the next 72 hours? So we have be a comfort to yourself. Comfort is an inside job. Speak to yourself in a loving and positive way. Do something that nourishes you. Know In this moment, all is well. Okay, so this is loving on yourself, okay? And Scorpios, this is your birthday season, so make sure that you guys are tending to preparation. That's the word I guess I can use. Making sure that you're preparing yourself for what is to come for this next year, now that this is your solar return. And this is you guys also just being kind to yourself. Some of you have like very anxious moments where you beat yourself up for where you're not at or where you want to be at. And it's just important, it's imperative actually, that you treat yourself with a level of love and comfort. And then I also have energize yourself with weather. Enjoy the warm sunshine, the wind of the trees, the cleansing rain, or the clarity after a snowstorm. This will increase your aliveness. So another card emphasizing going out into nature. If you can, definitely make sure that you put yourself in the flow of connecting with Mother Nature. This could be very healing for you. But this is what I see. I hope that this reading was helpful. If it was, definitely thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will see my Scorpio gang in the next one.